just you and me today. I've had to leave Indi at home because we're in a national park. We're in the Arthur's Pass National Park, and it's in the South Island of New Zealand. And you and I are heading up to the top of a mountain. We're going to go and tent up there, light a fire, and just enjoy being away from the city and out in nature. There's moderate rain on the forecast for this evening, which is always amazing, isn't it? Being able to listen to the rain on the tent. It's going to be a chilly one tonight because it is 2 days before the start of winter. I've brought a pretty light pack for this one with minimal gear because it is going to be a bit of a tough walk, but so rewarding. Anything that's tough in the outdoors is always rewarding, and it's just fantastic to be able to get out and get away from city life. I'm glad that you're joining me, and I look forward to sharing this one with you. Nice to get set up. Really nice to be set up. I'm not ready to relax fully though, because I really do want that fire tonight. And there's quite a bit of work involved in getting a fire set up, especially in the rain. So this is an opportunity to warm up, get a nice hot drink in me, look at the view, and then we'll go and get some chores done. Puffing. I ran up here to warm up and it worked. Oh, I just have to stop and say, isn't that so beautiful? Tiny little tent. Wow. And just surrounded by these incredible mountains. Looks promising. I've got some wood. I'm just hoping it's going to be enough for a fire and the poles for the tarp. We'll soon see. I wish I could camp up here. There's a little flat spot there by that predator trap, but it's very stony. And it's a tiny spot. Maybe I'll come up here with just my tarp and a sleeping bag. Can you guys see that? It is so squishy. Oh. Right, let's get some light. Some light, where should we put it? I say that because this is going to be so challenging. And I'm laughing because it doesn't really matter if I can't get the fire going. I've got a warm sleeping bag. I've got my cooker. It's just so lovely. The atmosphere is so lovely when you have a fire. So I'm really hoping. The challenge is I've got some dry kindling just to get it going, but then everything is wet, and I think those medium-sized pieces, I don't think think there's enough. I think they're too wet, and I honestly don't think they're going to take. What I might do is just dash out and get a bit more turpentine plant, because even though it's wet, it does burn well, and so that can be my emergency. Right, I'll go do that, and then we'll get the fire going. Hopefully. Make a little bed of kindling just so that the embers fall onto that, not onto the wet ground. Okay, wish me luck. We've got one chance and one chance only. Oh. Setup is okay. This is the Rab Still Tarp 1 and it's very small, so there's only so much you can do with it, but it gives me a little bit of protection. It means I don't have to sit in the tent. It's just so nice to stretch out and look around. I very rarely go camping without a tarp anymore, unless I can be certain it's not going to rain. You can enjoy camping in the rain like me, but there's no need to be uncomfortable. You're probably laughing right now because this probably looks uncomfortable. I'm having the time of my life, people. No surprise there. It's not terribly windy, but there's always a breeze when you're up at the top of the mountains. This is going to be smoky for sure. I'm just going to have to deal with it until the fire takes hold. I get used to all my gear smelling like smoke. If this works, I will be so excited. So excited. is amazing. Hopefully, because the tent and tarp are wet, any little embers aren't going to burn a hole. Oh, but right now it's just so amazing to have the heat of the fire. Ah, wonderful. Oh. I put so much wood on it. But at least it's going. Oh, amazing. The wind's all over the place. The forecast was just for 1 to 2 knots of wind, but seeing as we're up here at 1200 meters, you just never know. I mean, that was the mountain forecast, 1 to 2 knots of wind. So there's a reasonable breeze, but it's not too bad. For dinner tonight I've got a Thai jungle curry with, what is that? Spinach and lime. Thai jungle curry with spinach and lime. And I've bought with me some fresh lime to squeeze over it and some coriander because I just love coriander. The one thing I want to make sure of is I keep on top of putting more wood on the fire. It's certainly not a raging fire, but I'm really proud of myself for getting it going. The conditions really are not good. Wow. every time when I'm just about to speak to you, smoke blows in my eyes. I was just thinking how lovely it is to be the only person up here. I didn't meet anyone on the track, and technically the track goes a little bit higher up to the high point up there, but there's nowhere to camp up there, so I know I'm the only person up here, and it's such a special feeling. Yeah, so I'm out here all on my own, and sometimes people say to me, you must be lonely. Actually, I'm not. I'm not at all lonely. There's quite a difference between being alone and being lonely. A lot of people are lonely in the company of others. It's like a game of pick-up sticks or Jenga. I'm going to get it all balanced. Yeah. Just because you're alone doesn't mean you're lonely. I love my own company. And it's actually a real treat in a busy world to find times to be on your own. I think the reason, excuse me, the reason I'm not lonely when I'm by myself is that I enjoy my own company, and I'm also like comfortable with being alone with my own thoughts. I did a course at Outward Bound about 9 years ago. It was so good. If you ever get the chance, if you want to work on self-development, I really highly recommend it. And one of the things that Outward Bound is well known for is these solos, and the solo is during the course, during the 21-day course, you spend 2 nights and 3 days on your own. They walk you in along a track and then drop you off sort of every 200 meters or so. So you're not completely alone. There's other people within a few hundred meters of you. But it's so funny how a lot of the people that you talk to when you're out on those courses, the thing that they're most nervous about is being on their own. And partly it's like things that go bump in the night. But in New Zealand we don't really have to be worried about that because we don't have human predators. We've only got like little animals. And a lot of people don't like being on their own because they're not used to being alone with their thoughts. I do heaps of thinking, so much thinking when I'm out on these trips. And sometimes I even talk to myself, like if you encountered me on the track, you might think I was with somebody because I'll be chatting away. I use it as like an opportunity to reflect on things, and so sometimes if there's something that I have to do, or like there's some conflict or something going on in my life that I have to deal with, I'll role play and figure it out when I'm on my own. Today as I was walking, I was thinking about AI. artificial intelligence, which is kind of ironic really, isn't it? Seeing as I'm out here in nature, getting away from all of that technology. Oh, it's lovely. I've got myself tucked up in my sleeping bag now with my hot drink. I've got a herbal tea, and then I threw in the other half, well, the half of the lime that I squeezed over my dinner. So it's got a beautiful lime flavour through it. Ah. I so enjoy this part. Lying and listening to the sound of the rain on the tent. It's so hilarious. I walk all this way to come camping in the rain so I can listen to the rain on the tent. A bit easier just to stay at home and camp in my backyard, wouldn't it? But nowhere near as satisfying. And I'd be visited by cats and dogs and goodness knows what else. Just going to relax and listen to the rain, and then I'm going to head off to bed. And it's going to be an exciting morning. Oh, she says optimistically. Got an appointment back in the city tomorrow morning at 10:45. So it's going to be a very early morning. I'm going to be getting up at 5:45. It's going to be pitch black. Oh no. So I better have my head torch handy. It'll be a lightning quick breakfast, cup of tea, and then I'm going to pack up and get on the track. It's not going to take me as long to get down as it did to get up. It took me 2.5, 3 hours, depends on whether you count all the filming. I'll be able to get down in 2 hours, and then I've got a couple of hours to drive home. So the fun part is that we will see the sunrise. It's always a bit of an adventure when you have to get up early. We'll be walking out in the dark along the first part of the track, so that'll be exciting. Oh well, I will see you guys in the morning. For breakfast in the dark.
actually have no idea what that is. I'm hoping it's just a bird. Good morning. Sorry, I know it's really hard to see me. I don't want to turn too many lights on because I've got a head torch for the walk out, but if something was to go wrong with my head torch, I'd like to have my other camp lights as backup. So I'm just going to enjoy my cup of tea, which is very nice. The stars are still out. I woke up at 5:30. I decided I needed to be up a little bit earlier than I thought, just to have a bit more of a buffer. Better to be safe than sorry. So, yeah, still really dark out there. Stars are out. I'm just starting to pack up as I drink my cup of tea, and then I'm just trying to decide. I think I will have some breakfast before I go. I've got some wheat bix and I'll warm up some milk. And I've got frozen blueberries that are not frozen anymore now, obviously. So that's going to be delicious. That'll give me some energy. Right. As much as I want to just sit around, I probably should pack up while I drink. So I'll see you guys in a bit. It's hard to see anything out here. Oh. It's nice for me though, it's hard. You guys won't pack up on, I'll lift the camera up. You probably can't see the little lights down there in the valley. You might pick up one or two. There you go, you can probably see that one. There's a road down there and a railway line. Ooh, moth. So because my eyes have adjusted, I can see down into the valleys and they're full of cloud, like really low hanging cloud. So beautiful to be up here above the cloud. I don't often do this, walk early in the morning or late at night when it's dark. Actually, it's really, really beautiful because it's very still, very quiet. And I don't know if it gets picked up on the Ace Pro, but I can hear the rivers down in the valley, which you don't normally hear during the day because there's too much sort of, I don't know, daytime noise. Alright, I'm going to make my way down. I would love to show you the sunrise, but I think we're going to be in the clouds, in the trees by the time the sun rises. It's going to be rising from that direction there. You can just see the sky just starting to take on a bit of light. Honestly, I know it's a different kind of beautiful, but it's so beautiful. Stop banging. I hate things that bang. That's my billy can with its lid. Just about to head back into the trees. I don't know if you can tell. The sun's just rising. You can just see a little bit of pink along with the blue. It's beautiful. It's going to be quite dark down in the trees. I'm going to stop about halfway down, take off some layers because it was hard getting everything back into my pack when it was wet, so I'm wearing a lot of layers and I'm getting really hot. Even in the trees, it doesn't take long for the light to start coming through, brightening everything up. You know it's morning because the birds have started their chorus. Not all of them, but I've had a few escorting me with their song, which is beautiful. There's a little creek that I need to cross here. You can probably hear it coming up. So last night I was talking to you about how I do lots of thinking when I'm out on my own, and once again I'm walking and thinking, but not just walking and thinking, walking and talking to myself. I was thinking about how last night I started talking about artificial intelligence and then I got distracted by the fire. Hold on. Distracted again by the river. So I was thinking about getting emails from equipment companies from time to time, not very often, but from time to time I get approached by equipment companies to ask if I'll use their products on my videos. And in the past, like probably 6 months ago, I used to get emails from companies that are based in countries where English is not their first language, and they were lovely. You know, they didn't use perfect English pronunciation, but they were perfect. Perfect because that was authentic. That was authentically them. Their challenge is English is not their first language. And one of the things that I'm thinking about with artificial intelligence is that it's starting to change that. You no longer get a sense of who a person is or what their unique story is, because people can create, whether it's an email, a blog, a video. They're starting to be able to create things that they think people want to see, that are quote unquote perfect, rather than what is uniquely theirs and represents the struggle that it is to be human. And the beautiful thing about humans, the perfect thing about humans, is that we're imperfect. And especially when it comes to creation, and whether that's creating an email or creating a movie, the beauty is in the imperfections that represent the adventure, the challenge, the struggle that person went through, because that's what it means to be human. What it means to be human is to struggle and overcome, because no one's life is perfect. Oh man, I was just thinking about how imperfect my videos are sometimes. The footage up there at camp, you know, using my iPhone in the dark and then using the Ace Pro in the dark as I'm walking, and then SD card runs out. But you know, that's my story. That is my story. It's what has happened to me out here, and that's the perfect thing about being, the beautiful thing about not being perfect is that it's real. I just want to give a big shout out to a few people. There's 3 new members on my YouTube channel. Tina, Net and Tony. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining up. I also want to say a big thank you to my Buy Me a Coffee members who support me every month. You guys are my rock. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys as well.
thank you to those people that have given me some very generous donations on Buy Me a Coffee this month. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of you guys for watching. Thank you for the YouTube super thanks that you leave for me and all the lovely comments. I really, really appreciate it. It's very, very encouraging. I just have to show you, that's where we were up the top of that mountain. This place is so beautiful. I'll be back. I've just stopped off to change out of my camping clothes and into my city clothes. Because I want to stop and go and get a coffee. And I look like shite. Good morning, sun. Bye, everyone.